When it was first announced that Caitlin Clark will be signing with Nike, we thought this was major. This was like a Michael Jordan type deal. She got $28 million. Well, I'm here to tell you, Sonny is saying, you know what? That's cheap. They should have gave her a Jordan type deal with the level of success she has had.
Did you hear about what happened with Nike and Caitlin Clark? The basketball world is stunned. Everyone thought Clark was about to land the biggest deal ever, but Nike totally missed the mark. Now, Sonny Vaccaro, the man who brought us the iconic Jordans, is speaking up. He says Clark got a raw deal, worse than a rookie getting played in a street game. You won't believe what he thinks her deal should have been. Think about it. Caitlin Clark, the basketball star who's been shattering records everywhere she goes.
Now, I've been wanting to tell y'all, Caitlin Clark is the Michael Jordan of this era, and I've been telling y'all this for the longest. She is definitely MJ reincarnated, dog. If you look at her level of success, the way she draws fans into this game is next level.
She's filling up stadiums, making waves in the media, and transforming women's basketball. You'd think Nike would be going all in on her, but when you look at the deal they gave her, something doesn't quite add up. The numbers just don't reflect the impact she's making, not even close.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the former Iowa Hawkeye is signing an 8-year, $28 million deal with Nike. It's the biggest known deal for a women's basketball player ever. It would include a signature shoe line, making her the 4th WNBA player ever to have such a deal.
Wait a second. Caitlin Clark's deal is reportedly just $28 million over 8 years. That might sound like a lot, but when you break it down, it's not as big as it seems. And guess who else noticed this? Sonny Vaccaro, the guy who helped land Michael Jordan's legendary Nike deal. He's known for spotting talent and trends before anyone else, and he's saying this deal doesn't add up.
So this is Sonny Vaccaro right here. He's a long-time, big-time executive in the shoe game, bro. He best friends with Michael Jordan and other big-name athletes that done got shoes, bro. This dude right here is the man when it comes to the sneaker game.
Vaccaro didn't just disagree with Clark's contract, he was shocked. This is the guy who understands these deals inside and out, and he's saying Clark got seriously shortchanged.
She should have got a piece of everything, just like Michael Jordan. She will be the last one to have that opportunity, because I don't know if a team is going to make a run like that.
Can you believe Nike might be undercutting the biggest star in women's basketball? But it gets even worse. Vaccaro isn't just saying the deal is bad. He's saying it's way below what she's worth. We're talking about a player who's breaking TV ratings, selling out arenas, and inspiring a whole new wave of fans.
They messed up. They should have held out to the last drop. I saw where the other companies dropped out, but they also dropped out in not having an idea what the hell they were doing. Caitlin Clark was in the best position to maximize her value immediately than any, let's just say women's sports, than anyone I ever knew.
Think about it. Caitlin Clark isn't just another player. She's a once-in-a-generation talent, the kind of athlete who could change the game and bring millions of new fans with her. And Nike is treating her like she's just another rookie. It doesn't add up. Here's where it gets really interesting. This deal isn't just about Clark. It's setting a standard for female athletes. If someone like her can't get a fair deal, what does that say for the rest? Nike's message here isn't great. By the way, do you know how much they paid a similar male rookie?
Who has Wemby, who, by the way, they signed Wemby for an over $100 million contract, which this is absolutely no shade to Wemby. I love Wemby. He is a up-and-coming superstar, and there was so much hype for him coming into the league. However, I will say that Caitlin Clark has created more buzz around the basketball landscape and has actually transformed and revived a league that was the WNBA, and she is getting paid a measly $28 million for 8 years as opposed to Wemby's.
So, you're probably wondering, what kind of deal should Caitlin Clark have gotten? Well, there's a blueprint that's made one athlete incredibly wealthy for decades, and it all started with a rookie and a bold idea. Let's go back to 1984. Michael Jordan, fresh out of college, was about to sign with Nike. But this wasn't your typical endorsement deal. No, Jordan didn't just get a big paycheck. He got something far more valuable, a cut of every single pair of Air Jordans sold. Imagine that. Every time someone buys a pair, Jordan's bank account gets a boost.
His mom ended up getting a piece of the company. Forget the shoe. What Michael Jordan did, and give me 30 more seconds.
Go for it.
He started the whole new world for athletes. I don't know about the GOAT, Rich. I said that 5 seconds ago to you.
Yeah.
But I do know there's one GOAT in what Michael Jordan, the GOAT of marketing, the GOAT of making money, the GOAT of being part owner. Michael Jordan opened that.
Fast forward to today, and the Jordan brand is making billions, with MJ still cashing in big time long after he left the court. That's the power of a game-changing deal.
Nike swoop on all his shoes. And I believe MJ possibly got some ownership in Nike as well, bro.
Now, consider Caitlin Clark. She's not just making history. She's breaking records, packing arenas, and inspiring fans across the country. She's reshaping women's basketball. Sonny Vaccaro, the guy behind Michael Jordan's groundbreaking deal, believes Clark should have the same kind of contract, a piece of every product with her name on it.
She should have got a piece of everything, just like Michael Jordan.
Imagine this: every Clark jersey, every shoe, every piece of merchandise. Caitlin gets a cut of the profits. That's the kind of deal that could set her up for life, just like it did for Jordan. It's not just about the paycheck today. It's about building a brand that will keep growing long after she's done playing.
That not only could have gave her more money annually, but it could have also allowed her to take a cut of every Clark branded item sold, just like Jordan got with his initial swoosh agreement in 1984.
Here's the kicker. Nike didn't offer that. Instead of making history, they went with a standard endorsement deal. Now, everyone's asking the big question. Is it because she's a woman? Do they not believe in the future of women's basketball? Or did they just seriously underestimate Caitlin Clark's star power?
And I didn't know anything about her. I just know she's brilliant and she's charismatic, and I just know the kids love her. And the most important thing in today's sports world is the next generation.
These are the questions that are rocking the sports world right now. This isn't just about Caitlin Clark. It's about every female athlete wondering if they'll ever get the respect and the pay they deserve. The Jordan deal changed men's sports forever. Now imagine what a similar deal could do for women's basketball. If Caitlin Clark, a superstar breaking records left and right, can't get a fair deal, what chance do other women in sports have? It's almost like Nike just told every female athlete, sorry, you're not worth as much as the guys. Can you believe that in 2024, we're still dealing with this kind of inequality?
See her not getting the most out of Nike, bro. I believe somebody else could have negotiated that deal. That's something I'm going to research, because I believe Aaron Kane would have got more out of Nike.
Here's the twist. This controversy isn't just causing outrage, it's making people question the entire system. Fans are calling for answers, raising tough questions, and even holding agents accountable.
I can say is, wow, Sonny Vaccaro dug a hole right into Nike.
Why are women's sports still treated like second-class citizens? It's not just the fans who are frustrated. Athletes from all backgrounds, both men and women, are speaking up and saying enough is enough.
Now, he must be privy to her contracts and the inner workings of her contract. Now, Nike has not released this contract to the public. Now, this Sonny Vaccaro, I know he's privy to the information of Caitlin Clark's contract, hence why he's speaking out against what Nike did.
We're witnessing a major shift right now. People are finally recognizing the true value of women's sports. Athletes like Caitlin Clark aren't just changing women's basketball. They're boosting the entire sports world. They pack arenas, drive up TV ratings, and inspire the next generation of athletes. And this could be just the beginning. Sonny Vaccaro, the man behind some of the biggest sports deals, believes this moment could transform things for female athletes. He's talking about better contracts, fairer deals, and more respect for women in sports. In fact, Clark's deal, or lack of a fair one, could be the spark that ignites change across the whole industry.
Pretty much saying they got Caitlin Clark on the low end. Will this contract get renegotiated? Is this why we have not heard anything? Because the contract is getting renegotiated. As of right now, we don't know. But Nike is really quiet when it comes to Caitlin Clark.
But here's the million-dollar question. What's Nike going to do about it? Will they step up and make things right? Or will they dig in their heels and risk losing their hold on women's sports? Because, trust me, there are plenty of other brands ready to swoop in and take the lead in women's athletics.
Wemby's shoe is out. LeBron, when he came into the league and there was so much hype around him, he also was somebody who signed a $100+ million, I mean, his contract was like so insane, but hundreds of millions of dollar contract with Nike coming out of high school. LeBron had a shoe going into his first season. They didn't skip a beat. So why in the world are they being so quiet about Caitlyn?
So keep an eye on this one, because what happens next could reshape the future of sports for every female athlete. Who knows? Years from now, we might look back and say this was the turning point. Caitlyn Clark's deal with Nike isn't just a missed opportunity. It's a wake-up call reverberating throughout the sports world. This deal could have been a game changer, not just for Clark, but for every female athlete out there. Instead, it's left us all wondering, is this really the best we can do?
That not only could have gave her more money annually, but it could have also allowed her to take a cut of every Clark branded item sold, just like Jordan got with his initial Swoosh agreement in 1984.
Now, all eyes are on Nike. They got a real chance to turn this around and prove they truly believe in the power of women's sports. But the question is, will they step up, or will they stick to their old playbook and risk missing out on the next generation of superstars? This isn't just about one player or one company anymore. It's about setting the standard for how we value women in sports. And let's be clear, that standard needs to rise. Fans are watching. Athletes are watching. The entire industry is watching. What happens next could change everything.